Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He takes us from the 30 to the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
6-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he could really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And 7.
To throw is Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Finding Harris over the middle. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
To Deontay Harris. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, New Orleans.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Saints.
A first down carry for Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 49.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, Henry, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On 2nd down, Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Saints nothing.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Tua. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Complete to
From 4 yards out.
Touchdown.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
39-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up second and 5.
Now Tua. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this is going to double their room to maneuver. Able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this, they were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 3-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Saints have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
2nd and 7.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Recovered by New Orleans.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
By the way, they're into the second quarter in L.A., and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Teddy Bridgewater, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier,
Julian Blackman, bringing him down.
43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now, Carr again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Again, it's Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And it's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Incomplete. Brings up third down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And Tate's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Raiders 10.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started out in Denver. And that one finds the Falcons out in front. Calvin Ridley, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Henry. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space.
Defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was tackled.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Henry, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Saints.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Saints.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raiders offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up second.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
3rd and 8.
To throw his car. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Taken down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Henry on the carry.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
going to the air. Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And his kick is right through. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's called. And this is incomplete. It looked like they had it and dropped it. And the
Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 7.
Brought down by Darnay Holmes. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On play action, here's Tua looking for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Carr to throw again.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's third down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked up near his own 48. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And Tua going to keep on the option.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Corey Littleton on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, here's Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
He's brought down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
To number
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it? And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up second and
looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner
Johnson with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there, first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack on first down, Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Agnew now to return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.